Alright, let's give this a test real quick. Let's see, is everything working properly? I still have the... Uh-oh. Why is that? Sorry, chat, give me a second. We're having a technical difficulty. It's the same one that happened last time. Is that? Yeah, I'm still hearing the Dreadbird music. We'll go ahead and silence that. There we go. Okay, so now we're good. Hello everyone, welcome. Today is possibly the last stream I have set for like my winter break. Unless I decide to do something January 2nd. But to my knowledge, I plan on this one to be the last one. So today is Iron Lung. I think it's like the first game besides Dead by Daylight I had a good transfer into Dead by Daylight because of Springtrap. But this is like the first game I would be playing on the channel that isn't, you know, FNAF related. So it's gonna be neat. So I have the game here. I'm gonna get it up real quick, make sure he's good, and we will hop right into it. Hello everyone, welcome. Whoa, he's just throwing me right into that. Okay, wrong one. Okay, everything's being a little difficult on me. There we go. Here we are. I am lowering that volume down manually. That is some loud audio. There we go. Iron Lung. Real quick, we check settings. If there's subtitles we need to turn on. Invert. Why no? OV sensitivity. Yeah, everything seems good. Alright, new game. Decades ago, every known star and habitable planet vanished, leaving only those who were on space stations or starships. This event became known as the Quiet Rapture. With supplies dwindling and infrastructure crumbling, survivors are searching for any trace of natural resources in a universe of barren moons, lit by the ghost light of vanished stars. One such moon holds a strange anomaly, an ocean of blood. You are a convict tasked with exploring this anomaly in a makeshift submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung. It was not designed for this depth, so you will be welded inside and the forward window will be closed. There was no time for training. If successful, you earn your freedom. Are you sad recording to possibly make this video? Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
Sparks or flames or anything like that.
Okay.
Approaching maximum depth. The hull's feeling it, but it's still holding strong. Closing port hole shielding.
Okay. We are locked in now.
We're starting to lose radio signal. You'll be at cruise depth soon, so repeating and be careful. You're on your own. Good.
Gosh. Okay, so now we are all on our own. I need to... No, I don't want to quit the game. I just want to open settings. This is some wild sensitivity right here. Oh my goodness. There's a map. Oh my gosh. I'm assuming these are like points we gotta get to. Oh, okay, so hang on. Oh, I don't have to hold it. 182, that puts us roughly here. 116? Y, yeah. X. Am I reading this wrong? Either that or like down, like here. Sorry. X is down here. Okay. Yeah, so we are like roughly right here. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, okay. Good to get our bearings with the map first before we start. Well, that was an achievement. This is not an expedition, it is an execution. When they put you in here, they don't want you to return. Even if you do, and even if they keep their promise, what freedom awaits you? A few dying ships in a sea of dead stars? If there is still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last here, at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution, I will get my freedom. Dang, man. Talk about some grim stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh, more reading, are we kidding me? Are you serious right now? 2 weeks ago, we conducted an exploration of moon AT-5 for the first time since the Quiet Rapture, leading to the discovery of the fourth blood ocean. The trench beneath the ocean surface has several points of interest. Your task is to photograph these points of interest with the SM-13's forward camera. Photos must be taken within 2 units of the specified position and 10 degrees of the specified angle. You can also use the camera to help with navigation. Only photos taken at the specified points of interest will be saved. Goodness. Since you can't navigate by sight, pay attention to your coordinates and consult the map. The proximity indicators next to the sub controls will trigger if you're getting close to an obstacle. Good luck. And now we are on our own. Okay. So, SM-13. What if we... Lore! We're on to something here. This is a local database. Be sure to update for each descent. There's a few commands, yeah. Entry SM-13. One of 4 in service underwater crafts fashioned by the COI for its use in conviction realization in the blood oceans. It is designed for deep liquid photography and analysis. Rapture is one. Okay, hang on. Redacted. All rumors of the SM-13 and similar crafts being used for so-called mob justice by way of forced suffocation or otherwise has been proven false. Dang. Rapture. Entry of the Quiet Rapture. In 357 EIC, I got no freaking clue what that is, so there's another thing that happened after BC. Without any prior warning, radio contact with our prospective planets suddenly cut. Nobody can recall having visual contact with any planets when the incident occurred, or experiencing any unusual phenomena. So it's uncertain what exactly might have happened. Upon investigation, it was observed independently by several stations that were there. Holy crap! Had previously been planets. Nothing remained. Further investigation over the following months revealed that all known planets with sentient life, flora and fauna, and a habitable atmosphere. Holy crap! I cannot read. Where any sort of natural resources were likewise gone, along with all known stars. The only celestial bodies that have been found since are either uninhabitable moons or asteroids. Dyslitsky, yeah. Many theories have been proposed for this disaster, including religious interpretations of it as a literal rapture, some unknown quantum anomaly, or something more cosmic and sinister. There is no concrete answer yet. Okay. Okay. So now I think it's time we get moving. Saving progress. I went forward a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so we're still facing forward. So we're roughly here. So we gotta go to like 190. Oh, it takes a second to slow too. This is gonna be a learning curve, I can already tell. So we're at 170 going up, so we're like right about here. We need to go up a little more. You know what? Yeah, let's hit 200. I think that should be safe. This game's Battleship, but horror. It's got me on edge, dude. So nervous I'm gonna hit something. Okay, we're at 200. We need to rotate. Okay, so we gotta go, because we're at 200 right now, and we're still roughly here. So if we continue this, we gotta get to like 250, then turn. I'm still trying to figure this out. Holy crap. We're here. We gotta get to 250 on the x-axis. Okay. We got. Don't like that sound. Why am I still ticking down on the y-axis? There we go. We need to be going. We're like drifting down like the tiniest bit. We gotta kind of go upward. Like, yeah, there's that right there, but you know. Yeah, speaking of, what's this? Oh, that's the camera. I don't even know. That's the front of the ship, right? Yeah, because if we're at 200... Ooh, we're riding that a little thin. Yeah, see, there's the wall. It's the back? This way? Yeah, so we're about right... Yeah, there. Okay. So we have a lot of leeway. Whoa! Why is it beeping faster again? I was literally... Okay, hang on. We're at 202 on the y-axis. Yeah, we're really freaking close to that. We're like... about here. There we go, Chief. Okay, so now we've passed this threshold. So now we gotta like angle downward a little bit, just like the tiniest bit. Okay, crap, I wanna see the coordinates. Okay, so we're getting there. We gotta go, yeah, we do gotta go down a little more. Once we get to 186, we gotta turn. So we gotta turn this sucker around. It's 322, okay. We're kind of in an open area right now. Uh, 322, 180. Swear I saw something. I knew that door had a lock on it. Yeah, 322, 186. Okay, now I think we gotta like turn. Yeah, because hang on, I need to figure out where we are. 320 on the x-axis, we're like literally right here. 191, yeah, we're still a little ways. We gotta turn down more. Okay, now I gotta go. Come on. There. Angle 33. 33. Crap. Okay. Bones? When is the Steel stream, bro? Is that right? Yes, sir. We did it. That's number 1. That took us, what, 16 minutes? Ah! We still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna be here a while. We gotta be facing upward more. There's a time limit? What do you mean there's a time limit? Pretty sure there's like something scripted. Okay, but you just gotta go straight up until 250. No spoiling. Oh. Saving progress. There's checkpoints? Thank goodness. If I die, I don't want to have to do all this crap again. Okay, so we're like riding along here. Okay, so we're at 328. Yeah, sure, buddy. Cope. 328 on the x-axis. They were like about here. Okay, we need to go more this way. A little too far. There we go. Yeah, because that coordinate needs 376. Okay, so 78. Whoops. Then that coordinate is 263. Okay, so it should just theoretically be like right here. Okay. We just need to go straight up. There we go. Okay, straight up till, okay, we're like 4 off. I think we're close enough, right? I'm pretty sure it's like, oh yeah, that's, yeah, you could be close enough. More bones. Yeah, that, okay, that did it. You could be like 2 off, I think, then you're good. Okay, so there's more bones. Okay. Well, I guess we're just on to the next one. Shit, I gotta turn back this way for skeleton. Yeah, I've seen 2 bones so far. Okay, so where we currently are, in regards to the X coordinate, we're like nearly right there. So we're like about right here. So if we go up at like this angle for a minute. Don't like that groaning noise. Once we get to about like 300 or like maybe even 255 on that axis, then we're gonna .250 or 300 on the y-axis. 250. Nervous. Okay, 350 on 353. Oh yeah, we're going back. So we're like right about here. 285. Okay, so if we continue going up in this path, we may have to curve a little down. Two. Oh, I think we're gonna make it through this gap. Ah, fresh meat, bro. As I'm like clicking it like this, I don't go, because I've noticed that if you full throttle it, it takes a second for you to slow down, along with like turning and stuff. So you kind of gotta click it so that way you don't gain too much extra progress on that. Uh, 336 on the X. We're like maybe like about in the middle. Oh, so we're like in between the rocks now, or like with the terrain. 301. Yeah, we're dead center now. We're gonna start hearing some beeping soon. Remember the part where the power turns out and the Toreador March just starts playing, bro? Okay, so are we past it? 324 on the X, that'll put us maybe there. Well, we're at 309. Yeah, okay, so we just passed this little mark. We had to turn down a little bit. So we go this way a little more, then we're going to have to pull up. Master plan. We want to get to maybe 300. But that's like cutting it really close considering we're right about here. .319 on that axis. Here and like... I'm looking at this right? No, we're like more here. Okay, yeah, now we're gonna have to start going up more. Okay.
Oxygen notification.
Plug. Bro, I still have so much to go through, man. Uh, 305 on the X, we're like right here, and then 329. We got to pull this way a little bit. Oh, yeah, we were cutting it a little close to that one. Yeah, I completely lost track of... Huh? It's terrain. 259. We're like here. 344 on that. Yeah, so we're like right here and we're facing that way. So yeah, we're gonna get a little ding there. So we want to go a little bit more. This way. Okay, I need to really keep track. This is kind of, there's a little bit of a narrow path, but it's gonna get more narrow up here, so that's gonna suck. No, it's gonna get way more narrow right here. Ugh. It's actually gonna suck. Where's to X 285 86 actually. We're like, huh? .286, right? 286. That puts us in the freaking rock, unless I'm reading this wrong. Because x-axis is 286, so if we follow that, like, oh, okay, there. Oh, we're like, really close to that, actually. I was reading it wrong. Yeah, yeah, okay, I was reading that wrong. That puts us, like, roughly here. Okay, holy crap. We gotta... Sure. Because those coordinates are 259 and 406. Saving progress. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Y406, 259. Okay, we're getting there. We're like inching up on it. Oh, we're above it. Feels back up. Back her up. We're not above it. We're next to it. $259. Whoa, too far. Okay. This should be the next stop. Pipes? Huh? Finish off that soda can. We're going right to the big thing of Coca-Cola, not sponsored. We're going to grind this out now. Whoa, whoa. Ugh, we gotta go all the way back and around. At least once we get through here, we're kind of in an open area. Then it gets super duper narrow, especially right here. Don't know how they expect us to do this. Yeah, okay, I guess we just turn this sucker around. Ooh, ooh, you can flip back and forth. Because we're here, yeah, we're gonna have to go, like, this way. We gotta be careful, if we're going, like, down, yeah, this way, we gotta get careful around 350Y. Whenever you hear sounds, I'd take a picture if I were you. Okay. Even 350 is kind of cutting it close. Hang on. So we're at 349, so we're like right about here. And 287. So yeah, we're like right about here. Okay, so now we gotta turn. Go like that way. So we're like right here. Maybe just a tad bit more that way. We'll see. If we get a ding, we can change. I want to figure out where to kind of go here. Nothing. Okay, Y level 341, so we're like right about here. 293, so yeah, we're like about here. We want to probably get down to like 320. On the y-axis. Let's get down to 320. I kind of know what I'm doing. We're like here, and 320 is like we may have to start angling down a little more. 325, that puts us right about in the middle. 304, something in your submarine. I already read the note. Hey, man! Hey, man, I'm trying to lock in here. 304 on that like puts us right about here. Oh, goodness, we're like really close to that. If not, we're like over here. The lowest we could possibly go is 300 over here. So we want like 315. 308, that's like putting us here. Okay. Goodness gracious, I just want to go sideways without losing any more. There we go. So we're at 318 y-axis. That puts us roughly... Oh, we're gonna run into a wall. Maybe we do need to go a little lower. So 315. That's 325, and we're like right about here. We may just barely miss the wall with that. $321. Yep. What? I got faster. 328, 310. Oh, 328, we're like right here. Oh, I'm trying not to hit this wall. Oh my gosh. Some kind of iron lung. They literally call that like this in-universe iron. Like it's the iron lung. 334, we're like right here. 306. Okay, we're good. We're chilling. Okay. Whew. Dodged that. So, okay, so let's look at this. Like, that's way too narrow for me, dude. I don't know the ratio between if I'm gonna get hit or not. 340, we're like right about here. 301, yeah, we're like right here. So now we need to angle this bad boy up and move that way. Because if we're right here, that should do. We want to get over to 325 at the very least. Then we'll turn this thing like exactly right and move it that way. I see 325 on the y-axis, yeah. We do not want to hit 325 on, but we already are. Huh? Hang on. 365, we're like here, so we don't want to hit 375. I'm gonna angle this up a little more. Okay, we're almost at 325. Okay, now we get to, now this is the fun part, because now we got to thread the needle through this gap. Ugh, dude. If anything, we want to be slightly upward. We know we're safe when we get to 425. Oh my gosh, that's such a long threshold. Because we got a little bit of leeway right here. $425. Okay. Just for reference, we're at 392. We are at the start of the area. Okay, that's not too bad. All things considered, we got maybe 10. I'd say that's maybe got about 20-meter gap. Yeah, see, now we're in the danger zone. At 395, yeah, that puts us like right there. Yeah, that's 325, so we're gonna get dings on both sides here. We are technically moving away from this wall. Ah, what? No. Yeah, we're like right in the middle now. 400, yeah. Oh, jeepers. Chat, we made it. We are officially past this point. Okay, so they gave you like a 10-meter ding so you can turn, it looks like. Because like I'd say like, you know, maybe it's like 20, maybe 30 apart. So that's like a 10-meter ding per each side. This Fortnite update looks crazy. When do they release this? Yeah, now you gotta navigate blindly if you want to get to zone using these submarines. That's crazy. Okay, so we're at... I know what axis we're at. We're like right about here. We just gotta turn this way. And just start heading down, because these two are in close proximity and it's a very open area. So now we're chilling. Full speed! Saving progress, let's go. Yeah, we gotta get to 560? Go? Oh, that's left and right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, we're going the right way. My brain's confusing the axis. Yeah, it's a weird battle bus. Don't like it. 560. Holy crap, we got some ways to travel. Seven, that's the right coordinate. Now we just need to go directly this way. Crap. What? What? Ah. What was that? Nah, genuine. What the frick was that? You can't do that. I lost track of what I was doing. Okay, we just need 30 more this way. Oh crap, no, other way. I can tell that wasn't a wall. That was something like else. Other way. Here we are. 43, I think it said. Yep. Fish. I'm not the only one seeing that, right? I'm not the only one seeing that. I don't think. Pretty sure that's fish. Oh, goodness. We ain't alone. I knew that door had a lock on it. I knew it was strange that we had some random anomaly. Also, the scary part is that's outside. That is right over there. You can't be real right now, dude. Fish is gone. Fish is gone, dude. Oh, jeepers. Well, we got another one. Yeah, this is going to be a far trek back to get over here. Oh, goodness. How many do we... We have 4 done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Yeah. There's a lot going on. See, once we get this one, we're halfway there, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay, so we are facing this way. We want to be going this way. Okay, we're gonna hit 16, 179. 613, 179. Some Frogger is coming. Play my game. 79. No, no, no. I don't know why this is. Everything's coming through. I don't know why it's sending the Frogger. Something just hit the ship. Something's playing around. Saving progress. Cheapers, man. 613. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, we're like right on point. Nice. 55. Not a whale. Photograph the complete skeleton. Huh. So, hang on. Dang. Oh, what moon are we on? Blood Oceans. I almost had that. I almost had it. I will give myself that. An unexplained phenomenon that has been identified on 4 separate moons since the Quiet Rapture. At Moon AT5 and Moon Z8. Their most notable locations as they are under the control of the COI. Enough research has been conducted on the blood itself to determine that it is indeed human blood. Oh gosh. But we have not discovered where it comes from nor how it keeps its liquid form. Yes, I want moon. Oh, okay. This actually has a file. One of the 4 known blood moons, blood oceans. Okay. COI redacted. Moon 85. So when you unknowingly explode because of fish. Yeah, my thought is, how long has the Blood Lake existed? Like, because that thing existed. Did that live in the Blood Ocean, or was that killed because of the sudden ocean turning to blood? Now I'm curious. Because clearly something else can live down here in the Blood Ocean. We know it does. So, what gives? We gotta get to... That's 250, maybe like 225, so maybe 215 on the y-axis. We cannot hit it before 700. We gotta angle this up more. Yeah, if something killed that thing, there's something bigger. The questions, the possibilities. Yeah, 215 on the Y. Slow your horses. Bring her back. There we go. Okay, now we just gotta go dead forward, and then we'll have to pull up a little bit and then pull back down. Nope, wrong way. Right. Dang, man. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is about to be a very tight fit. Where's 3? We're at 215 y-axis. We're like roughly up here, so we got a little bit of space. Once we get to about 750, then we are danger. Because we're good to go forward for a little bit. Yeah, 750 is when things get really tough for this. No. You don't get to do that, game. Come on. Something bump into the ship? Okay. We're nearing the danger zone. There's no way we're backtracking through this, I'm telling you that much. Okay, we're halfway through though. We're halfway through. It's been an hour. Okay. Onward. We're at 750. We are here. 215. We're like right below that. Like maybe right here. We should have enough space to get through here, then up. Alright. Okay, maybe I calculated wrong. Maybe we do need to go 225. No, but that's like there's a freaking wall there. Okay, we're just a little bit ways in. We gotta turn. Ugh, dude. Nope, 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 no. $217, so... And we're getting a warning, like, right next to us, so we gotta get... into the 20s, goodness. The 225 line is here, and there's a freaking wall there. We're gonna hit the wall. By technicality, if we're... Yeah, and that's x-axis. Yeah, we're going to hit a wall. What the frick, man? What the frick? What kind of threading is that? How are we supposed to get through that? That seems closer. Well, I don't like that sound. There's nothing there! What do you mean the warning's going off? What do you mean? How? Ugh, what? It says I'm gonna hit a wall. What? Okay, let's do the math here. 225, we're like right here. We're technically in a wall right now, according to this map. And we're also at 762, so we're like right here. What kind of gap is this? Holy crap, dude. This is some wild crap going on. we like angled this way right now? So if we go straight up, why is it dinging us there? Like, we're in here. 29, we're like... How are we supposed to do this? Oh my gosh, jeepers, that was loud. Spatial awareness crashed into a wall. Bruh. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, it put us... Okay, thank goodness we did not lose all of our save progress. You know, that was a loud sound. I have my headphones kind of like up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sure, that'll do. I'm pretty sure that counts, right? Heck no. Oh, we gotta go backwards. She's just going on the list of the loudest things you've ever heard. Oh. There we go. Okay. So how on earth am I supposed to get that? Because I was here. And the game really said, nah, there's a wall there, Chief. You done cooked yourself. Unless they just don't want me to go for that one. Trying to think, because either that or I was just so unbelievably not aligned. Yeah, let's start heading this way. Okay, once we reach 700, we'll kind of figure out where to go, because that's the x-axis. So we're at 702, so we're like right about here, and then 260, so we're like up here. Chat. I'm an idiot. This whole time I thought, oh yeah, we need to go to 215. when we actually needed to go to 260 or so on the y-axis. So no wonder I got confused. I was stuck like over here. That's why I ran into the freaking wall and I was so confused. Because I was just an idiot and didn't read the coordinates properly. Goodness. I want this at like a solid 90 degrees. I'm never gonna get it. Yeah, 260. We want, yeah, roughly that. 260. If not, then we're too high or we're too low. Once we hit 750, now we're back in the danger zone. Thank goodness it doesn't erase all your progress when you die. I was going to be so demotivated if I had to do all that again. Thank goodness. Okay. We are now in danger zone. We're at 260. I didn't do nothing. Are we at this bit? Because I know for a fact there's just a wall right there then. So that's the entrance. Okay, so it's right here. No, stop. I meant to press the other button. Nope. The game shut that down real quick. There's a freaking wall right there. Okay, let's see. The 250, the 270. We need to go higher. Where do you want me to go? Okay, so let's look at this. There's like a wall like here, and then there's another one going this way. Where does that put us on this? Okay, let me sure I have the right coordinates and I'm not like stuck up here or something. 262. That puts us like maybe roughly here. 756. That puts us right about here. What? So is this just the gap? I'm lowering my headphones for this one. Chat, I have good news. 260, the 760. We're like in the threshold now. Need to go this way. Hang on. I know we have to angle this up, so I don't want to run into a freaking wall right after we figured this out. This is 67, we're like in here. We're like right in that crack. Once we get to like maybe 790, then we're going to want to pull up. 790 on the axis. What? We're in here. Why is there a beeping there? Is it because, like, we're here? 270. Yeah, we gotta pull up. Why is it beeping so fast? Holy crap, dude. Okay, chat. That went away. You know what that means? We're like here. We just got through that. Now it's easier, because that was so unbelievably stupid. I hated that. That was horrible. That was horrendous. Now we gotta loop around a little bit. We gotta go... Because if that's like... 280 starts here... like 275, yeah. Honestly, if we kind of go this way. Because once we get to 800, we'll... what thing should we be at? Maybe like... 800, 300 may actually be good. Either that or like 800. $890? Once we get to 820, or like maybe like 840. We're kind of upwards. Saving progress, thank you. Okay. Apparently not. What by level? 250. Just more dead shrubbery and whatever. 20 more meters this way. $864, yep. Seems right to me. And then 256, we gotta go down. 256, 258, okay. What is that sound? Yeah, down to 58. $209. Is that a building? Yay, we got that done. Yeah, like from a distance, yeah, that's a building. Yeah, if you got really close to it, yeah, you can tell what it is, but back away, that's a building right there. So that would mean this was just like a cavern that things were built in. And the blood came later. So, before Quiet Rapture, there was the, like, people lived here. Like, that explains, like, all the dead, like, nature and stuff. Like, this was, like, an area people lived in. It was, like, a ravine, almost. Then Quiet Rapture happens, then blood shows up. But it also means either the creatures were here beforehand, this is some other species, not humans, or the creatures came with the blood. Again, I'm still very much confused on what's supposed to be happening. Are we seriously gonna have to go back through? Ugh. They are not making this easy for me. Like, seriously? Through that again? Okay, let's get up to like 285. So like about 285, because that's like right about here. Now we're gonna want to head across. Once we hit 800, we're gonna have to go down. Yeah, it's gonna ding me. Map, please. Uh, 287. Yeah, we're like 90 is the cutoff limit on that. So once we hit 800, we're gonna have to go down. Okay, so 275 doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, 'cause we're like right about like somewhere here. $265. It's gonna be the spot. I think that worked last time. Crap. Yes, we're like down here. Stop descending down. We gotta go this way. Oh, yeah, no, there's gonna be a wall right there. Stop descending! I know there's a way out. Okay, so now we're like right about here, I think. Right? Right? Yeah. We're like here. These are gonna get a nice little ding at the very front of the sub. Once we get to... Or are we just like dead middle right now? Because from what I'm reading, we're 272, so that puts us like right under this. 775. Yeah, we're like at the entrance. We're not getting anywhere right now. Very careful. It's gonna force us to go down. Oh yeah, I just realized that's been blinking a lot faster. We're like here. Yeah, we gotta... Yeah, I don't know how I didn't notice that thing was blinking a lot faster because as we approached. Are we out? No, certainly not. We're like... Dude, I feel like we haven't moved like at all. Turn this way. No. These three were like dead middle. Suppose we haven't gotten a beep from down here in a hot minute. Oh. We're here. Oh, we're past. Okay. That's why we weren't getting a ding. We passed this point. Well, let's angle this thing down and start just blasting this way. Yeah, 'cause now we're at 740. We're like over here? Yeah, we're like right here right now. Let's go. That was some narrow openings, dude. That was horrible. I did not like that one. Okay, so let's go down to 200 and 650. Now that we're out. Pardon? Where? What? Where the frick are we? 577. So like we're like right. We were shot eons into the future, dude. We're here now. Whatever's out there is toying with us. I mean, at the very least, that was very helpful because now we're really close to the next spot. And we don't have to go. Granted, we had to go through this crap, but you know, now we don't have to go all the way around. We just there. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So now we gotta turn this way. I don't even know how that's even possible for us to get bonk all the way over here. But we'll just work with it. We'll work with it. Maybe like... The Y coordinate we're on is good. I think we should just move over just a little bit before we start zooming upward. Maybe because we're at 577. No, yeah, no, yeah. Maybe 560 would do it. So now hopefully we're just able to go through that because that's a larger opening than everything else. It's like 560. Yeah, that's like right here-ish. And that we're just a little closer to that wall, but you know, we're fine. We got a lot more room for error this time than whatever this was. Once we get to like 425, we're in the clear. Yeah, I need to double check just to be sure we're on the right track. Like 560, we're like here, 367. Oh yeah, plenty of room to get us situated. I figure we're going to just be a little close to that wall. But we're like in the middle now. Jeepers, man. Saving progress. Save! We're done with that! Let's go! Oh, we should be good. Yeah, we gotta get to like... Yeah, we gotta get to 420? Yeah, let's call it even at 420, then we're chilling. Okay. So, yeah, we're like 425, but whatever. We're technically out of this point now. That was not very difficult in regards to what we just went through. So if we go up to 550, then just turn right, then we're... $550, that's the golden number. So we got 200 meters to go. We're like here, we want to get all the way up to here. If not, maybe 525, depending on, hang on, what? 572, that puts us like here? Yeah, no, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. If we start getting beeps beforehand, we'll turn and adjust. That was not a wall. I was about to say, ain't no way we're that close to this wall already. That was not a wall. Whatever, there we go. So that thing's still lurking around. Yeah, we're at 500, so we're like right about here. $525 could work. You know, that's what we want is $525. Because that's on the 525 grid. So now we just gotta turn and right towards it. Perfect 90-degree angle would be perfect. It's 520, whatever. It's still the same. I gotta get over to 623, okay. We're fine. Yeah, we're fine, because we're like here, that was scanning that bit. We're about to get some real dings in about 5 seconds here. 623, yeah, we're about to get some. There's no way we're that close to it. Maybe. Angle 63. First off, we gotta back up for a second. .63 is the angle. All right, let's see. Oh crap, we gotta go backwards one more. Now we do it. Now it'll count. So it's more bones. Whew. We're over halfway, chat. My goodness, my brain is fried already, dude. This alone was enough to, like, have my head spinning, but, like, holy crap, that lineup. Okay, so, with that... Can I just bump against the ship? No. Where do we go from... Oh, wait a second. I think I see what they want us to do. They want us to go through here. Because this is also in, like, a similar area of that. So I think that's also a very tight... Not as tight, I think. But pretty close to that tight. They want us to get really far in that area. We're gonna have to back out of it. Ugh, man. Really? Okay. Fine. X, we're at 21. We're like, yeah, almost, we're directly on top of this. We're gonna shoot over here to like maybe 400, then we'll readjust once we're there. See if we are angled just slightly up, we're gonna have enough. That is a 25 gap at the very least, and we're like at the top of it. 611, that puts us, yeah, we're. Heard that. What's with the ominous music? Going from 600 all the way to 400, yeah. Oh, we're still doing good on oxygen, so that's scripted. Oof. There we go. I am so locked in right now. We got 3 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 3 left. So that's 10 total. Got about 60 more units to go, then we can angle ourselves. Five, or like roughly here. Okay, we're getting there. There's a little lip right there we gotta be careful of. Okay, so we're like right there, because that blips for a second, then it's gone. So it would be a good idea to angle down a little bit. Just so we lose a little bit of that Y axis.
Oxygen notification.
Uh-oh. We're right about here. Okay. So, now what do we do? Go up to 525 and then scooch over to 375. I think that's a good idea. Get us a little bit more aligned before we have to fidget with that. Be nice to get exact 0 so I'm not messing up anything. There we go. 525, that's... Yeah, we're chilling if we go up there. So 525, that puts us here. We gotta go over to 375. So now we go this way. Then we're guess working it. Yay, progress saved. We don't have to travel all the way back here. That's nice. 375, that's the golden number. That'll put us there. Yep. Okay, now we're here. We are, yeah, here. So now, it is guessworking to get through this. Like, I think I might see where the opening is, which is, like, maybe roughly here. But, like, that looks like a very thin thing. That's, like, almost as tight as that. We know we're chill once we reach 600. That's a long ways to go. I know that's just probably the ship. I've heard that way too many times. Yeah, that's like that little bit. Yeah, because we're like right there. Okay. $550 is when we're like there. We gotta go more this way. No? Maybe? My brain's being weird. This map to tracking ratio is getting really confusing. So we're here. So far so good. We haven't gotten any dings or anything yet for being this close. So this is definitely the path. Feels like it looks like it curves here and it curves here. So it's like 325? But then why aren't we dinging if we're 375? We're like well over here. Because we're like right up against it. See what happens. If we have to move, we have to move. Oh no, we're in it. Okay, never mind. I was looking at this wrong. I thought we were like over here, but in actuality, what we went to is the midpoint. We're like going this way a little bit. We're like middle of it right now. Almost the middle. We are like at the start of it. So we may have to move a little bit to the left. Never mind. Maybe we have to go a little bit to the right. Okay. We're like about halfway through this. Absolute zero would be very useful. I'll take the one. Because now they're beeping at the same frequency, which means I am in the exact middle. Well, we're officially, like, at the end of this little area, so we just gotta go high enough so where the left isn't, like, dinging us anymore. Then, oh, no. Okay, now the left isn't dinging us anymore. Alright, time to figure out where we are, because that was just all guesswork getting through here, because that map was not gonna help us. 615 on the Y, that puts us maybe like just below that, so like here's where it dips up, so we're like right about here. 71, that puts us like right about here, yeah. Okay, so we should go up to 660, maybe 665. Oh, crap! What I say? Why did the freak did the air? Ow! I said, I was thinking, why the freak did the area get so much brighter for no reason? That explains it. That'll do it. What is it? I want to see like how it looked like. No, quit. Yeah, it's just. Wait, why does the room look brighter? Yep, it's just. All that. Yep. Okay. Well, that was certainly a surprise. No, 665 though. I think that's a little safer. I don't think there's a falling candle. There's just a random fire that broke out, I'm guessing. So now we are at 665 on the y-axis. We're like right about here. Now we just need to turn right and hope we don't run into this little bit. Okay, I need to angle it up a little. .362, we're like here, presumably. If we lined ourselves up right, then we're fine. I would just really like to get a save point after we went through that. Once we get to 275, that's when we gotta worry. So for now, it's just onward. Yes, sir. Now we gotta worry because now we're okay. So my assumption is we're about 275. That yeah, we're about here. So that ding makes sense because that means we're detecting this little range right here, which means since it's a low ding, I think we have ourselves lined up correctly. Okay, and if we have to adjust, we have to adjust. Saving progress, thank you! Oh, we don't have to go through this again. I need a drink real quick. Hydration for motivation, chat. Even though it's not water. Angle it down. Oh yeah, we were up a little bit. Okay. We've done this plenty of times, so now I know what to do. Once we get to 200, then we gotta figure out our rotation. We're like middle right now. Well, that's some good news. So what is that sound? Hearing some weird ambience. Yeah. So we're about right here. We're like roughly in this area. Because 218, yeah, that puts us like about here. So again, it is very much now we just follow it down and play it safe until we reach that. That's 180 Y 576. It's getting louder. It's not this, because that wasn't making sounds like a while ago. 654, we gotta... Actually, yeah, we gotta go just a little bit more down. Yeah, now here's where things get tricky. Is that finished? Now that's beeping, so that means we're right here. Oh my goodness, I really wish there was like a save point right here. This is a really long trek. Uh-huh. We still got a little ways to go. It's getting louder. It's the object that's here. That's what's dinging me. Not what's dinging me, but like what's making that sound. Jeepers, man. We're like up in here. Can we just go down? Yeah, no, it's just we're going down. Oh. Oh, that's a good sign if that happened. All things considered, because that's a scripted event, I think. Oh, we're getting there. Why is the entire front of my submarine shifting in a weird way? Oh, must be a little crevice. Nice, the beeping stopped. Thank you, game. The problem is, it's a bunch of guesswork to get ourselves lined up. I don't know if there's a wall there or not. Yep, it's in front of us. Six. Oh, we're right on the dot. Rotation, 180. My whole sub's shaking. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Photograph the anomaly? That doesn't help. What is this thing? Why is my sub shaking? It's right in front of me, but what is that? Okay, what's the plan? Do we have to navigate our way back out? Chat, what do we do? Do we have to navigate back out of this stupid crap? Oh, so wait, no, this is... The camera, the picture it's taking is in front of the sub, not the back. The camera's just at the back, but... Yeah, it's taking pictures of what's in front of us. Which, you know, is helpful. They said that you can use it for navigation, so I don't know why it would be at the back. Are we supposed to go in that? There's no freaking shot we're not supposed to go in that. I think they blocked off that area. Because that is not the way I came in. I don't even know what the coordinates are anymore. So if we turn this way, is that going to be head on towards it? Almost. You know what? Screw it. I don't think that's supposed to be what I'm doing. Yeah, that's a wall. Back her up. Okay, hang on. We gotta do a coordinate check if we want to figure out how to get out of here. X is 175. That is right here. Yeah, we are right here. We gotta basically aim this guy straight up. So weird, I can hear the sound rotating in the sub. Oh yeah, here it is. thanks for that jump, man. I hear it still. Where are we? 277s, that's like, over here. 633. It kicked us out of the area. Thank you, weird, like, cosmic horror entity or whatever you are. Thank you for not having me go through that area again. Oh, yes, we got 2 left, and they're both pretty simple compared to those. Oh, we are so gaming now, chat. We just gotta... And we gotta go through this, but that's not too bad compared to whatever this and that was. So, we shall lock in now. It's been 2 hours and we've been playing this game. I want to beat it now, because we got 2 left. We can totally do it. Okay, so we're at 277, which is roughly here. 633 is also roughly here. So if we angle our ship facing that way, unless there's something here, but it does not look like it, especially because one of the points are on that. We now need to go this way. Autosave, please kick in. Also, if we align ourselves with 650Y, 325X. There's the save. 325X. We will be right on point. Haha. Okay, now yeah, we just gotta go straight up. It's 325 though. Oh yeah, let's go to 325. That's what it's wanting us at. Okay, that's what it wants us at. Because now it's just a straight shot from here. That sound again, we're gonna go... Because that's 375. 741. Rotation 18. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, you got it. Just making sure. Sensitivity. Saving progress. Then 18 is the rotation. Let's see. That counted. Don't know what it is, but it counted. Maybe more pipes. Wall. Don't know what that is. Or either that or it's more bones. It more or less looks like more bones. That seems to be what it is. Okay, one left, chat. We're almost done. If we align ourselves with 700, maybe 709, maybe 690, and then just go right straight across, then we're in through here, and then we gotta align ourselves again and nav. That's what it's looking like. Okay, then we just go right. So that's just, if you go at that at like a perfect 90 degree, we should be chilling. Nice. Onward. Once we reach 475, then we're worrying. Right now we're just getting across this little gap. Just in case something pops up, I'm gonna continue going just a little slow, but you know, keep it moving. Making sure there wasn't a fire. 475, I said, right? Yeah. Again, that's when we have to worry. Saving progress. Whoa! Pardon? People want to know, are you doing anything when you hit 1K? If so, what? If I hit 1K, which, you know, is seeming pretty plausible, where the frick am I getting this warning from? Where am I? I gotta check. If I hit 1K, we're like right about it here. 59. What am I sensing? I would probably try to do like maybe a 24-hour stream. I don't know, just simply because that gets really rough. But it would be fun. I would just get a bunch of games and just play through them. Now I'm starting to worry. I forgot. This is... You take it from the front. Oh, goodness. This thing is not holding together well now. Where did that throw us? We're at 702, 459. Oh, it didn't even bump us. We're just at the same spot still. We gotta go back down. So I did have it right, just the monster decided it wanted to get a close-up. But let's see, that popped up way too fast and it was way too, like, to be, like, normal. So they did expect me to take a picture. I just completely forgot the camera isn't on the back of the ship like I've been thinking for the past, like, you know, 2 hours. Through we go. Once we reach 575. Yeah, I would like to do a 24-hour stream or something like that, or like just like a really long stream, just playing through a bunch of games to celebrate. Well, I know for a fact we're doing good, because in regards to scaling, we're like, actually, no, we're not even in yet. Yep, there's that. Now we're in. This is a sweet spot. Get the perfect 90 again. Now I think we're chilling. Yeah, that's spiked. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to go up a little. Surely it's going to tone down a little bit, because I think we hit this little spot right here. Again, it's 575 when we got to readjust. Okay, now we're kind of through. Because even then, we could always readjust now. Yeah, because now we're like in this bit right here. So we're getting there. We're getting close. I think that was probably the tightest spot out of everything else. So I would say we line up with, yeah, we just go to 575 and just realign there. We're not going to hit that, are we? No, we're not.
Oxygen notification.
Uh-oh. We're running out of breath. It kind of startled me, the ding-ding on that. $575, right? Yeah. My ship is flooding. That's not good. Guys, we gotta get a bucket and scoop everything out, like, while we're, really deep underwater. We gotta angle ourselves up and probably get to 750. Whatever. 750 is what we want. Oh, it's rising. $750, we're here now. We gotta start turning this way. Uh-oh. $750 on 579. Yeah. Should do the trick. flood has stopped rising. 760. 602. So we are right about here. Which is good because that means we're entering the zone. Once we get to 675, we're going to have to readjust and go up. On the X, yeah. Almost there, chat. I'm very concerned because I haven't had a ding yet, and I was expecting to get a ding over here. Next, we're like, I would say we're right about here. So we're gonna have to turn more this way. Okay, what number do we need to reorient ourselves at? Where it was like 675. Okay, so we're 40 meters or 40 feet, whatever this thing scales by. We may even have to go up a little more, actually. There's just a little bit of a lip right here, and that's like scaring me. I want that to throw me off. Oh, if we literally just go to 775. Because yeah, now we're at 775. Now if we just right and go straight across to 675, then we could just aim it upward and go. Yeah, it's gonna be the best. 675. Keep that in mind, chat. 675. Yeah, 'cause then it's just straight up from there. We'll just angle it this way. Yes, sir. 675, 828 is the Y coordinate. 828, okay. Because now it's just straight up from here. 828, let's do it. Is the Y. You're at. Yep. We're good on the X coordinate. We just gotta go up. 828. Yep. That's good. 295 is the angle. Right? Yeah. Alright, chat, we're good to go. Let's take the fish! The fish got us. Is that it? I'm guessing that's how it ends. Because that was the credits. That wasn't just basic death. The expedition ultimately raised more questions than answers. Satellite images showed pieces of the SM-13 scattered all over the bottom of the trench, as though it had been torn apart by some huge beast. The wreckage cannot be reached at this time. No photographs have been recovered. The stars shine pale as bones. The moon is a lifeless corpse. Its ocean a gaping wound. The universe, what's left of it, is dying. But somewhere in the void, there must be hope. And I'm assuming because I can't. Oh no, there it goes. It goes dark. Okay. I was about to say, I can't click anymore. Beyond the Veil, finish the game. There it is. That is Iron Lung. Alright. Honestly, I enjoyed that. My brain is absolutely fried after having to do that. But you know, that was a very fun game. I really enjoyed that. We'll do that. Yep. That was really fun. I liked that. That had an interesting gameplay loop. Yeah. The only like big issue I had with the game was the one segment with it was the fifth? I think it was the fifth like obstacle you had to go to. That was a very narrow gap. I know I was just being an idiot, but you know, that was like my least favorite part was doing that. Everything else pretty fun. There was some easy stuff. There was some stuff that like tested your skills in the game, which is good. I like a good challenge every now and then. Yeah, if you play through the game normally, it looks like you get 5 out of these 7 achievements. So the final 2 achievements, there's apparently another sub we got to learn about, which we may jump back in just to do that real quick. And then there's another achievement for just going up there and taking a picture of the top right node, which was the one that we died at. So that has me think maybe you could just do the nodes in any order. And, you know, if you just do that one first, then you can take a picture of it. So, maybe not doing it right now, because that took me 2 hours just to do everything. Yeah, how long has it been? It's been 2.5 hours. So that was a pretty good runtime for Iron Lung. And then the other one may just be we search, because what was that say? The SM-8? What? Hang on, chat. Ah, my ears. Real quick, let's take a look at this. I got to apparently activate that again. There we go. Did the game just raise up volume again, or is it just... real quick. We'll do this. Why not? SM-8 is the thing. Yep, there's the achievement. Burner subs. Lore. Okay. Hopefully they don't redact this before updating the database. What most people don't understand is that not all subs are built equal. The SM-8 isn't a burner sub. It really is for exploring and surveying blood oceans. If they send you down in the Iron Lung, they don't give a flying F. I'm not gonna... Yeah, they... Vulgar language. I'm just gonna skip over that. If you come back... Or if the sub comes back, because it's a pile of garbage that you're a piece of crap. Sorry, I'm censoring this. You come back with photos, great. You sit down there and suffocate quietly, even better. But if they send the SM-8 down, one of the scientists is piloting and they all expect them to return. And now the SM-8 is in the blood ocean in pieces. No, not hit a rock pieces or sprung a lake pieces. It looks like something tore it up. And the weirdest thing is that nobody else seems surprised. We might have found the first planetary life since the Rapture. And they're acting like it's no big deal. I know you're next in line for realization in the island. Yeah, realization. That's a weird term for that. And usually that means you won't be seeing the stars again. But they don't have the SM-8 anymore. They have 3 burner subs and a lot of curiosity about AT-5. And maybe that means you have a chance. So that's what that reads. Interesting. Interesting. So there was a better sub than this, and that got destroyed down here. Because where are we? Just out of curiosity. That put us at 425. 700. Yes, that's right here. So you have to do all that again. Okay. That's fine. At least I got jumped to the ending. That is neat. That is very neat. That's a little bit of extra lore onto that. That's nice. Alright, so if you also do the SM-8 stuff, you get 6 of the 7 achievements. Do not... Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. I really like that game. It gives the mystery aspect, and it doesn't necessarily answer it, because we don't know what all... Like, we don't know what the... creatures' skeletons were down there. We have no clue what those are, because the achievements say not a whale, but you know, that's kind of blatantly obvious if we're on a moon. Also, there were structures down there, and there was that weird anomaly. Those are never really answered. They're just left up to interpretation of what was going on. There was also like the talk about, you know, the company, like, you know, kind of running this COI or whatever. I don't think they really... No, maybe you could probably just search it up on the terminal and you get an answer. I'm not going to relaunch the game for a 3rd time just to check it. But, yeah, the creature that was alive down there, how is that alive? How long has that been there? When... Because we know they discovered the Blood Oceans, and there was 4 of them. We were in one of them, and they just discovered them after the Quiet Rapture. And, it was human blood, which was also very interesting. So... Yeah, that's got all the theory cogs turning, because it's like, what could it all mean? So that was fun. I like the cosmic horror aspect it has of, like, you know, what exactly happened to, you know, pretty much every single planet in existence, and, you know, what really happens if, you know, what would happen if we, you know, survived. Like, there's nothing really waiting beyond that. Besides, like, you know, the dying universe. You know, the final achievement you get is Beyond the Veil, so, like, you're dead. You don't survive that. But, yeah, I think that was really fun. I liked it. I figured, you know, give this a play since, you know, the movie's dropping next month. So I was like, you know what? It may be time to play some Iron Lung. So, yeah, here we go. First playthrough of Iron Lung. I thought it was pretty solid. It's a nice, fun little horror game. It very much does kind of get a little repetitive, and your brain kind of gets cooked over a little bit. But, like, you know, if you lock in, then, you know, it's a fun time. I liked it. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what the movie has in store in regards to the lore of it. But, wow, that was solid. I know I keep saying it over and over, but that was a solid game. I enjoyed that. Iron Lung, it is pretty solid. So... with that being said, that is going to be where I am ending stream for today. Played through the game, we got almost every single achievement. There is no way anytime soon I'm going back in the game just to get one achievement that it requires me to get to the very end of the game without doing anything else. You know, it's just... it's an optional achievement, so I'm not going to be going for that. So, thank you for everyone who tuned in. I will see you all maybe, I'm not too sure yet, maybe Friday. Again, if you're interested, keep a track of my posts on my channel. I will reveal if I am doing a stream on Friday or not. If not, then I'll probably say something like, hey, yeah, no stream Friday. But I'm probably to do streams more often, because over this break, it's been pretty fun to, you know, hang out with chat, play some games, you know, do stuff. It was overall a really fun time. So even if this is the last stream for my winter break. I will still want to do more in the future. This has been a lot of fun. There's a few games that we played, like I know a few people mentioned It Steals. I played a little bit of that, so, you know, continuing that would be fun. You know, just playing other games, maybe like the Bendy games and stuff, you know. Expand the range in the streams of, like, what games I'm playing, because, yeah, they're all pretty fun to play when you got chat with you, so, yeah. I'll keep updated on when stream times are. Again, I'm usually trying to say, hey, here's when a stream is happening a day before, so that way people know the, you know, post kind of gets in the algorithm, and then, you know, everything goes from there. So, with that being said, Happy New Year, everyone. Tomorrow's the date, yeah, because it's the 30th today. So, Happy New Year to everyone. Let's all have a good 2026 now. And I'll see you all next year. Yes, next year. All right. Bye, everyone.